The online beauty grind culture is kind of out of control, isn't it? And for the most part, it's not even essential or all that relaxing or realistic for that matter. So here I am presenting to you my confessions of a low maintenance mom. Not necessarily implying that you should do as I do, but just so you know that people like this most definitely exist, and the reality is not limited to the unhinged beauty world of TikTok and the like. Starting with the most obvious one. I have super thick hair that literally grows like weeds. It's out of control. It's beautiful and luscious, however, really hard to take care of on a daily basis. So when it's longer, even before kids, the default position for it was a giant messy bun. Now I am free. Well, except for the quite frequent visits to the hairdresser. But that's a small price to pay, in my opinion, especially given how much time I save on a daily basis. Another thing I like to keep really simple is my skincare routine. I had really bad hormonal acne in my 20s, like the kind that required visits to dermatologists and those crazy meds that you can read horror stories about online. But while it was a tough time, it was kind of a blessing in disguise when it comes to skincare, because it taught me the value of a simple, actually useful routine versus lotions and potions that do nothing but drain your wallet. My typical skincare routine consists of washing my face, usually just with water, and then moisturizing it, and if it's daytime, obviously wearing a lot of sunscreen, because Australia is kind of a famous world capital of skin cancer, and I don't need any of that, frankly. Definitely no 10-step routines, jade rollers, or the like. Just simple basics that allow me to do the stuff and quickly get on with my day. Something else that helps me quickly get on with my day is using really minimal makeup, and only if life really calls for it. And don't get me wrong, I love makeup. I think it's a fabulous form of self-expression. I used to be a makeup artist, actually, and I love glamming up when there's an event that appropriately calls for it. However, in my opinion, most everyday activities are simply not one of those events. Getting up really early in the morning to doll up is just not enjoyable. On regular days, I'm either barefaced or just have the basics on, and that takes 5 minutes tops. And while we're on the topic of dolling up, I don't get my nails done either, and that's for several reasons. First of all, unfortunately, I find that in Australia, hygiene standards in nail salons are really poor. Even if I did find a miracle spot, it's very unlikely that I would be opting for anything high maintenance like gel, acrylics, etc. Not only it creates an extra expense, but is also prone to breakage, chipping, imperfections, and having to come back to the salon really often. And I'm not about that life. I would rather be doing something else. And while doing all those incredible things, I want to do them in comfort as well. And that's why I completely unsubscribe from the idea of heels, tight, uncomfortable shoes, clothes that may look amazing but certainly don't feel this way, and anything else that restricts my activities in any way. And no, it absolutely does not mean sloppy. Cute and comfy is definitely a thing. Coming from a culture where women wear stilettos in the middle of winter when it's minus 20 degrees Celsius on ice, there are better ways to feel and look great. And something that also took a bit of a backseat is wearing flashy jewelry, because it kind of just gets caught everywhere, kids tug on it, and even though I do like jewelry, I kind of don't have the time and mental capacity to deal with that. I actually had to re-pierce my own ears a few days ago because apparently I haven't worn earrings long enough for the holes in my lobes to almost close up. So here's the shebang. I'm not low maintenance because I don't care. I'm low maintenance because I actually do care about my time, my sleep, my comfort, and my sanity. And you shouldn't need a nanny and the glam squad paired with 5 hours of spare time to feel remotely put together. And for more things that kind of perplex me in modern culture, watch this next video. I think you'll really like it.